Hello, wrestling fans. We're back again, this time with a third member, Gary's son, discuss TNA Impact Wrestling. Here with, I'm JaySin. He's the Horror King. That's the Horror Son. And we got a bunch of things to talk about, including my old friend, Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful, who is he's just lost it. He's broken Sean. We're going to play the videos. I'm going to play the audio for you all, but one of his workers, Miss Katefabe, who I wrote an article about, Sean and her messed with members of my family that were literally underage, one of them 3 years old. So I was kind of mad about that. And then I wake up and I find this. This is during the post-scrum of Full Gear. When they have a bunch of idiots asking ridiculous questions because they're not actually journalists, Bobby Lashley destroyed Miss Katefabe and Fightful Wrestling, who is the joke of Twitter today. And here you go.
Hi, Kate from Fightful. You guys seem very motivated to find gold here, and I just wanted to ask what it was like to come into a company and see so many black champions and what it meant to challenge right off the bat, essentially, a former black world champion.
I don't like that. I don't like that black champion. It's just a champion. See, we've normalized this already, and that's what I want to do with it. Winning a title as a black champion,
quote unquote,
and there's other black champions here. We can kind of erase that word now. We can just say champion. It could be it could be black champion. It could be Asian champion. It could be Latin champion. It could be any champion. So we've already normalized this, and we can kind of erase that black champion.
We can kind of erase that word. How great. Gary, how many podcasts have we recorded and never referred to anyone as a black champion? Or, hey, did you see what Black Moose did this week?
Well, I mean, none, but like, I don't go in that avenue, like, by labeling it. It seems like she's doing it deliberately to see if she
totally. Yeah. I mean, let me.
You know what I mean?
She's doing this. Somebody pointed out. Hang on, I have to find it because. Damn, where'd it go? Okay, somebody posted. Kate was trying to, do the whole like make AEW look better than WWE because they have black champions, which I don't even know how true it is. First of all, I don't know what black champion they have at the moment. I mean, what, the Acclaimed, I guess, who won last night, who won their titles last night back. I could be wrong. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I don't really give a shit about AEW or Full Gear or pay that much attention. So Moose jumps in. Same fucking thing I said. It's 2024. We don't use the term black champion. Gilberti jumps in. Sorry, with helping Glenn. That talentless Mark from Fightful that asked a stupid question to Lashley talks shit about my ex while blocking me. On brand for the Fightful community. They have no skills or talent. Bobby Lashley put that racist, ugly freak in her place. These wrestling media peoples are ghouls, man. That's PWP Nation. What is it, Aledo? Like, these aren't nobodies anymore. These are actual people in the wrestling, journalists who are stepping up and saying, okay, so first, someone reached out to Sean, okay, and said, do you have a comment? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Comment about the girl who you hired. Do you have a comment about the girl that you hired? So Sean says, first off, he says, here's my official statement on the matter. He opens up a document workpad. Find something else to pretend to be upset about. Because, yeah, you can't be, because no one can be upset about racism, right? That's not a real thing to someone like Sean. That's how racist he is. He can't even think, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He just thinks everyone's fucking with Fightful. You know what I mean? Like, so then someone else asked him, why do you think so many chuds are trying to attack Kate for that question? Because she's a woman and works with me. 12:30 last night. This was after he said no comment, after he posted a Word document making a fucking joke about racism. And then he turned it into, it's actually sexism. Just totally shitting on racism. So, whatever. I got a cool article on alldistractions.com, and thank you to Lashley, thank you to Moose, everyone involved. I mean, these people messed up my family, and talk about karma. Karma is a thing, and I believe in it now. Okay, what's going on with the? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I wouldn't put myself in that position because, like, there's already a lot of negativity surrounding AEW as it is.
Oh,
like,
Jesus, thank you. I mean, that's another thing.
Australia, you just mentioned. I don't know if we did this.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Good timing.
Yeah, they just showed had a show, and then you said they canceled as soon as they
scheduled a big show for Australia, right? Some big show for Australia they scheduled, and they had to cancel it, and it's canceled. Like it's off. They're not going to fucking, or they're gonna have to pick a smaller place because they couldn't sell tickets within like a month.
Well, it seems like to me they're making the big mistake of kind of following TNA's path. Like TNA was in Australia for a while too, and it was like, I don't know, all of a sudden, like, seems like wherever TNA books, that's like they're shortly following, and it's like, why not come up with your own shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Here's the one I was looking for. Let's be real. Kate from Fightful basically took a shot at Triple H and the WWE with that whole racist narrative, and Bobby Lashley shut that shit down. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. They were trying to do. Oh, you know what I mean? She was trying to make it like she was praying he would say something that like, "Oh yeah, it's much better than WWE," which he would never say because he's Bobby Lashley. He's smart as hell.
She's damn lucky. Yeah, she's damn lucky Mark Henry didn't.
Oh, like exactly.
You know
like,
what I mean? Like,
is he even there anymore? Is Henry even there anymore?
I think I want to say there was rumors that he was going back up north, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might have.
Yeah.
Not sure. Okay, sorry. We do have TNA to talk about, I think.
Yeah, it's been a pretty slow news week, but did you want to talk about the holiday?
Well, first we're going to be talking about, we're going to do a, I don't know, like with the holidays and everything, we're not going to have time to do anything else for, we're not going to make any of the videos. So, this is what are we doing here? Turning Point Preview after a really quick Impact review.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Oh, sorry. Also, Steve Macklin named honorary ambassador. I'm sorry. I forgot. Wait, are we 2 weeks old on this? When did the Macklin thing air? Was that last week?
I don't know. The story I'm seeing was a few days ago, so I don't know if this is something recent.
Oh, yeah. No, this is new. This is new, but I'm saying, when did that awesome Macklin video air on TNA? That was this week, right? That was this week, wasn't it?
I want to say it was this week or the week before. I can't remember.
I
but
like
yeah, I do know what you mean.
I think it's just because I'm kind of in a time.
The end credit, like, kind of thing.
Yeah, that was so awesome. I loved everything about it. Didn't totally understand it, but I loved everything. It was so cool. I heard Macklin put it together.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Okay. This was part 2. Okay. That's right. That's where I got messed up. So Macklin left. Remember that last time we talked? Macklin left, and then we were wondering, like, when was going to come back, what was going to be happening, and then they show him at a bar, and he's and it becomes like this crazy like everyone has to watch this thing. It's incredible. It's one of the it was like they showed like PTSD and like like flashbacks to the wars and like to his marriage with Deanna. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it was sick. Like, I've never seen anything like that. I thought it was like, holy shit, that's way too political for today's wrestling. You know what I mean? But I meant it in like a good way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I think it's great. And they should push it more. Like putting over the Marines. They put the Marines over. Of course you should do that. And again, when we had an episode that was titled something like MAGA Macklin at the end. Like, use that. Now, at this point, I wouldn't push the MAGA stuff. I would just not get more. There's no reason to get political. They've showed they don't need to. Just put it all on the United States Armed Forces, man. That's your fucking hero. And then quickly going back, Steve Macklin named honorary ambassador for the upcoming food drive this year. We've been saying it. He's going to be the man.
Oh yeah,
A
definitely.
lot of people are out there crying like, "Oh, he's not getting a good push." And I'm like, "Come on, man! You don't see you don't see what's happening here." I wouldn't be shocked if they get Deanna back at some point.
Oh yeah.
That's how much demand this
either.
dude is. He put together that. He put together that vignette. And to be fair, Eric Young was in it, and I just keep not saying anything about him because, like, I feel like it was, like, I don't know, it was more about Macklin. Like, EY, I don't know. I honestly don't get what EY is in that situation. You know what I mean? Is he a dream? Is he a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
I don't know what, it's like, I don't know what to, like, I really don't know what to write about EY because I don't know what he is in this situation. So I don't want to, like, not give him credit, but I don't know what he's, like, is he the devil?
I don't know. That's what I was.
Also, isn't EY a heel again? Like, what the hell?
Well, I mean, they did have the hint of them having a partnership kind of thing going on, but I don't really know where they're going with it thus far. But like, it was definitely one of the better put together vignettes and just kind of the exchanges. It did give EY at least something relevant for a change. But
again, is he a face?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, I love EY. EY is literally one of my favorite characters in the history of wrestling. I think he's that. I'm not even kidding when I say, like, people think I'm kidding. I'm not. I think he's one of the greatest characters in wrestling fucking history. That's how good he is, and maybe more than one. You know what I mean? Like, how many great characters has EY had? Like, we probably can't even name them.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on what you thought of Super Eric.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And things, maybe a few, but like, not nothing like, I don't know. I
love the Daniel Bryan type run at the end.
Yeah, I kind of like the Daniel Bryan one only because like we didn't see that coming really.
Yeah. I mean, Superman, goddamn, he's so fucking funny, and like to me, he's always been one of the funniest wrestlers ever, and like cool wrestler, like a cool wrestler.
Well, with me, Jay, I don't know about you, but I never really realized how versed he was in like speaking either. Like, I wasn't ever aware that he can make these speeches and play these really serious parts. I think it's his years in professional wrestling have kind of proven that he's kind of honed his craft when it comes to character development.
Yeah.
No different here, with his exchanges with Macklin.
Totally agree. I just wish they would spell it out a little more because, like, he's doing that, and then it's like he's wrestling, and then it's like he's just totally wrestling as a normal face. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it's hard to complain about EY. I just fucking
pretty preliminary so far. So
sorry, I thought I had a good line here that I want to read. This led to other top stars like Moose jumping in, top podcasters like Glenn Gilberti from Keeping It 100, and like most of all wrestling Twitter is destroying her boss, and Team Fightful, while Kate has flew away to bluer skies where nothing bad ever happens. See, that's the thing now. Literally everyone running off to Blue Sky.
No, sorry about
that. Do you even know what Blue Sky is?
Yeah, I think we've kind of went over it, past few weeks.
It's where, like, I mean, I don't want to get political, but whatever, fuck it. It's where I guess it's a lot of Democrats ran to after the election. And now it's where, I guess, whenever you do something wrong on Twitter, you blame everyone else and then just run there like Kate is doing, which is, oh my God, it's just such an amazing story. Okay, but TNA, like, there's not much news right now. I could not find any new TNA news. Like, but also it's the end of the year, and I keep telling my boy Robles, like, yeah, not much is gonna happen, dude. Don't you agree? Like, it's the end of the year. They have, this week is what best. No, it's not even a best of. It's matches we've never seen before, which is it's better than I guess it's better than a best of because we've never seen.
Yeah, I guess it's something about they said something about the stuff that they made that was in the can they never aired or something.
Yeah. It's just I have Sorry, I have the. Oh, there's also a new Immersed out today. If anyone's listening, today is Monday when we're recording. There's a new Immersed video with Jordan and the champ Masha. TNA, it's on TNA Plus right now, and in 2 days it'll be on YouTube. It's behind the scenes of their Bound for Glory 2024.
Was that like the second or third Immerse they've done so far?
That's a good question. I was talking to Robles about that. We don't know. Where do they make them? Are they new?
Because I know they did one with Mike Santana at one point.
Yeah, that's the only one I could find. Yeah. And honestly, I was watching the Fight Network for TNA, and God, what a great channel. Again, I was talking to Robles, and like they just have commercials for like so many different wrestling things. And people watching it like, what is that? Capital Wrestling?
Yeah, it's kind of like the quintessential well, I mean, I guess you have to pay for it, but like it has all the promotions under one umbrella, you know.
Yeah. Really quick, going to my boy Robles. Do you see a mass knockout joining Gia Miller at Around the Ring on Explosion at TNA Wrestling after Turning Point? Got to give it to him. He really, what's the word? Really zooms in on things, and I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, honestly,
I don't know if they would do something like that on Explosion, but I love the mass knockout idea so goddamn much.
Well, I mean, I don't know if anything like that will go down, but I mean, it'd be a more interesting way to have Around the Ring, like maybe have something happen with, like, say, really Miller or.
Okay, apologies, Robles. That's actually a great idea. Now that I think about it, doing something like that on Explosion would get us to watch Explosion.
Yeah, it would definitely, spark something.
And then he asked, "Do you see Indy Hartwell showing up at TNA Final Resolution?" I hope so. I hope she's coming soon. But I just saw a video of her training with Mercedes, which again, it could mean nothing. Maybe they're friends. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're friends, whatever. But yeah, I'd love. I mean, I don't know. There's also like an Australian connection or something. Nora Sparks. If Josh is retiring from the Indies, he's more likely going to WWE, NXT. Mike Bailey likely going to AEW. Jordan probably going to NXT. I agree with most of that except for Josh. I don't think he has anything that NXT or WWE would want. I could be totally wrong. I just think he's like, what is he, 38 or something? He's getting up there. I mean,
yeah, I don't really know.
Don't you think WWE would rather have Hammerstone than Josh? Just looking at both of them and knowing WWE.
Where are they? Sorry about that, Jay.
That's right. Don't you think WWE would rather have Hammerstone than Josh? Just looking at the both of them.
Well, I mean, my thing is, I honestly think he's gonna. I don't even think he's gonna go to the NXT or WWE.
No, I don't think.
Because honestly, I think he's gonna be right up Scott's wazoo when Maple Leaf Wrestling.
But he said he's not doing indies anymore.
Yeah, I just don't know.
That means Scott's place.
I mean, it is an indie, but
I mean, unless Scott's place is gonna.
I don't know. Maybe he'll have a front office job or something shit like that. Yeah.
Okay, for this week. Thanksgiving lineup: Jordan Grace versus Daniel, Nick Nemeth versus Sami Callihan. Speedball's back, re-signed. No, it's an old match. Speedball versus Jake something, and this could be cool. A casket match between Moose and PCO. How do you not air a casket match, guys?
Oh, we had commented that should have actually been as part of the Halloween episodes. Or remember?
Oh, right. Shit. Damn.
Because remember somebody had mentioned.
I think somebody said how do you not have PCO? Oh, that was Halloween, yeah. Like, how do you not have PCO? Yeah, this should have been Halloween. PCO Moose in a goddamn casket match. But whatever. I mean, I'm actually interested in that match. That's probably the one reason I'll watch this show. That should be a cool match. Okay, now let's run by this week's Impact really quick. Masha defeated Alicia in a match that the spoilers totally nailed. Alicia looked really good, man. She could take a good beating.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, then, like, I don't know. Like,
only 6 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't give her didn't make her like he was a legit challenger. So
yeah,
she didn't look bad at all, though. Like, I hate when we give Alicia credit. Yes, she has an incredibly annoying voice, but I think that's like her being a heel. I think it's no different than Vicky Guerrero. You know what I mean?
Well, really, Jay, I think a lot of it is kind of like a play on Bully Ray too, because he has the New York accent, whereas
totally. I think it's like Bully and Vicky, where like she's just like super annoying, and I think whatever, she gets heat, and I don't know anybody. Whatever, I love Alicia. After the match, Tasha came down to beat down Masha until Jordan made the save. And then they held on to the title for a second, like holding it. The Rascals backstage with Kushida.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. Like Kushida's like they're like talking about getting high. Kushida's just like I don't even know what these guys are talking.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's funny.
Very cool.
It kind of just hit me when you said that. Like I didn't really get what they were doing with Kushida, but okay, now I get it. Like I can literally see it in my head. He was just standing there, like kind of confused.
Yeah, kind of like the guy at the party that's the virgin, and they want to try and get
I mean, it'll be really funny. You bring Kushida into that thing, you know what I mean? Into the tree house, and he just comes out totally messed up. But
yeah, that could actually be better than we'd expect, you know.
Yeah. Feel free to use that one, guys. Our boy Christian Thompson. They have forged a new alliance to have a throwaway 6-man tag with Ace Austin and the Hardys at Turning Point. Apparently, it's about tag team greatness and respect. I mean, I don't mind that, but also, I hate it. What a waste. Sure, it'll be a good match, but don't set up a match based on a 30-second promo, or at least give us a tag team championship match. Yeah, I agree about that. I'm guessing the only reason they don't is because it's face-face again, so it has to be like a respect match. But they could have done that with... I mean, it could have been the same thing, couldn't it? Couldn't it have been the Rascals versus the Hardys as a respectful match and just get rid of the extra guys?
I kind of feel like they got kind of a bit lackadaisical here because they know all this shit's gonna go down at WrestleCade.
And again, people need to understand this is WrestleCade. Like, check out last year's WrestleCade show. Yeah. I don't even have to look. I guarantee nothing happened. Like, it's not a show where things happen. Every wrestler in the world is doing like 20 shows that weekend or whatever.
Yeah, I was honestly kind of surprised they were going to go with Turning Point because there's probably like 5 other
the Turkey Bowl is on there. For anyone who's like excited about Turning Point, the Turkey Bowl is on there. They're telling us it's not going to be exciting. You know what I mean? It's a throwaway show.
But at least
I'm already looking at the next. I'm already looking at the next one. Sorry, go ahead.
At least it's not a feast or fired Turkey Bowl. Like somebody is going to get shit canned. So that
actually confused me. I thought that was the whole point of the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah. That
oh no, okay. So some years you wear the suit and.
Yeah.
Okay, now 2 different things. Okay. Jody Threat versus Ash with Heather, and good lord, I can't even. Like, I don't care. I don't want to even talk about this. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want this to end. I need Ash by Elegance to go away as a character. And Heather and creepy Iceman. He's a freak. It's creepy. Nobody likes this character. Nobody likes any of this.
But we can honestly say, though, based on Ash by Elegance' couple victories over different members of Spitfire.
Yeah, now we can say there. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool there because, like,
they're becoming credible.
At least she's not being booked like Giselle Shaw.
Yeah, no, it's true. They're becoming a credible team. So now, no one should be totally shocked if Ash and Heather get a little title run, which they definitely should. You cannot just keep this on Spitfire forever. They're terrible at promos. We saw that already. I don't know if you saw it. They had that they did some kind of vignette thing, like a special one for them, and it was just god awful. We'll never see it again. I know it. We'll never see it again. They'll never show something like that again. They'll try something new, maybe, or just have one of them, or get them a goddamn manager. Shit. You know who could talk? Dana Brooke. She did it her whole fucking career. You know who can't talk? These girls. Like, so switch to Iceman. You know what I mean? That would have worked. Ash doesn't need the Iceman. The Jody and Danny. I love Danny. They can't talk though.
Well, I think what's the hard part for me is, like, I just can't picture Iceman walking into like a Beverly Hills, a fancy women's shop, and I don't just kind of.
I don't buy any of it. Yeah, they'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here, creep."
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I don't think they'd allow that clientele kind of.
Totally no chance. Okay, so Santana speaks, and I swear, I got up and yelled until Kazarian came out. It was like, you can't do this to me again. Why does he keep talking every week? But then our boy Kazarian came out. Bad problem with Axis. I don't know if you're watching it on Axis. Luckily, I wasn't. But I'm pointing it out.
No, I have
Thompson mentioned here. I was on Fight, where everyone should be watching it on Fight. Try and find that however you can. not saying anything illegal, although maybe kind of, but Fight is awesome. Fight Network, not Fight. That is now Triller. Fight Network. Okay. Kaz comes out, said he had the night off, and he deserved it. I love Kaz. I feel like he's the MVP right now, or very close with Macklin. Santana said, you don't get nights off in TNA. What's that? Thompson wrote, which was weird, and the fans cheered. It is true. You don't get nights off in TNA. What does that mean? Yes, you do. Where's half the roster, bro?
Well, I didn't know if you caught it too, like with the I don't know what they call it. Was it the Gauntlet Cup or whatever the shit was that he?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you noticed it, but like he's been using this like kind of like a scarf, and he's been kind of like pimping it out a little bit, like putting it around.
Yeah. I love it. Oh my god,
he's kind of fucking funny.
I can't say enough about Kazarian. He's one of the MVPs right now. He's such a jerk. Like, he's so hateable, but he's also funny. Like, to me, that's all I want in wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, a character that I can either love, hate, and laugh at the same time, because they can be badass and funny. And Santana, I got to give it to him. This was better than all the other promos he did. But I think it's because Kazarian was there and they were going back and forth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Nobody wants to see Santana in a room talking about his life and family. I mean, we know this dude. He was around for years. He's a multi-time champion.
Yeah, I just get sick of everything. You hear this street music, and then all of a sudden you're Santana talking. It's like,
I know, he's talking 20 minutes about the streets. Like, okay, man, like, show us old videos of you kicking ass on the streets instead. But whatever. This was the best that he's done. And I'm like a little excited for this.
Yeah, I would agree with it.
But I don't know how. This is probably the most interesting match at Turning Point. I mean, I don't know. We're going to get to that in a minute when we run down Turning Point. But at the moment, I don't know who's going to win that.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I don't know who I'm going to pick for that one.
It's definitely a very wild card kind of matchup because, it could go a million ways,
Yeah, we'll get to that. But Kazarian and Rhino, really like this. Maybe a tiny bit long, but I really thought Rhino would win just based on usual TNA shit. You know what I mean? Kazarian won. The smart thing to do. Afterwards, Kazarian taunts Rhino with the trophy. He gets gored. The crowd goes crazy. Everyone gets what they wanted. Like, they've been doing this a lot lately.
I don't know if you had caught this match. Like, at one point, it's I don't know. Rhino was doing some shit in the ring, and he did some kind of maneuver kind of things, and people were like, "You still got it." And then all of a sudden, you could hear a few people out in the crowd going, "No, he don't."
Well, so hearing crowds is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone heard Dynamite last week or 2 weeks ago. One fan yelled during a Moxley promo, "Go back to Roman." Everyone can hear him. Anyone can hear him. You can turn on it's on YouTube. It's one fan you can hear. The failure of AEW was fantastic. So, okay, here it is. Steve Macklin vignette. Thank you, Thompson, for having the write-up. They followed up, Macklin leaving by his car last week. He went to a hotel, had a shower. Okay, actually, this is awesome. The fact that we can read this. There were flashbacks of his service days, and he went through some old photos. Like, to me, I don't know if that was like PTSD. He started writing a letter and laid awake, unable to sleep. There were little flashes of his marriage to Deanna, who is now in AEW, wasting away. That's Thompson's words. Eric Young sat down with Macklin. They were in an office. Okay, this is where we lose me. Okay. But then Thompson, thank you. I think they're in Macklin's dream now. All right. So he goes to the hotel. He goes to the hotel, takes his shower. He's laying in bed. He's unable to fall asleep. Okay. Then he starts having these flashes. He's falling. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ. I get it now. He's having the flashes. He falls asleep. And then EY shows up. It was like in an office kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then another EY was on the other side of the room with Macklin.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you know where you were?" And then Macklin's like, "No one knows." And then they show Macklin handcuffed in a cell. And Young kept repeating, "Macklin lost himself. He said that time is all we have, and Macklin was wasting his." Young asked Macklin why he doesn't trust him. He read a definition of trust from the dictionary. Young unlocked Macklin. He told him to wake up. Macklin was in his hotel room again, and Young was at the door. Fuck. Okay, I was so into this, I did not even think about breaking it down like that. Holy shit. Awesome job, Thompson. Fuck. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so he fell asleep. I mean, that totally makes sense. And then Young, I didn't catch the end where Young was at the door I didn't catch where he woke up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I also too felt like this is very cryptic between the two, kind of like the days when I can't think of the faction that Eric Young was a part of with Madman Fulton and
Oh man,
Doring, and I don't
yeah,
know.
sad we can't think of that one.
I don't know. It just kind of felt like they might have been revisiting that path a little bit too. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm not saying they'll bring that faction back, but it felt very cryptic. It was kind of like probably some of the best Eric Young stuff that he's
It's funny,
done.
I keep thinking the word sanity, but that was like what they left
Yeah,
it off because
yeah,
it was basically Violent by Design.
yeah, violent, yeah, by design.
VBD. I mean, not bad. I like that name. Okay, so where are we? 30 minutes. Okay, so the Macklin thing. I mean, seriously, please, everyone, watch this. I thought it was just amazing, and the fact that they're actually doing. Okay, sorry, that was hard to follow, and I didn't do it justice. Screw that, Thompson. You did it justice, but I thought it was excellent. I think they should really run with Macklin as the face hero, and he would do well in that role. Again, could not agree more. A face Marine. I mean, okay, maybe like Canadians wouldn't like that so much, or Australians.
Well, I mean, I think they
but this
kind of have to.
This is an Australian writing, just to point out.
Well, I mean, with the writing on the wall, with Speedball leaving, Alexander likely gone. We gonna, and I don't know. There's rumors of Jonathan Grisham leaving and whatnot. So I mean, they're gonna have to start building somebody up slowly. And
well, Leon Slater's the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're building him up, but fans really like this dude. I like him. I mean, Laredo Kid. I've been a fan since I think before TNA.
Yeah.
I just really, he's just everyone should follow this dude on Facebook. He just seems like the nicest human. But whatever.
Well,
Great. Sorry.
Laredo Kid falls into that bracket of like Taurus, because there were so many times they wanted to pull the string on Taurus and they wouldn't because of that AAA relationship.
I mean, I thought they did when he became
that
champion, but then he quickly lost it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know what's going on with AAA and anything. I mean, I heard
it's a very odd relationship. It's none.
I was listening to Conan just trashing AEW yesterday, right? And then I keep calling him Disco Glenn, whatever. He pops in, and first off, I hate when people give Disco shit. Like, you're all a bunch of fucking morons. Like, Disco was a great enhancement talent, probably one of the most memorable that people still talk about him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, who remembers people like that? And they don't realize they're giving him credit. I don't know.
Well, and be fair, Jay, I kind of miss his his kind of like side attraction show he did in early TNA. Like, he'd have guests, like kind of like
I don't remember seeing that
kind of thing.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, he used to be over there and he'd have guests on, and then he'd put them down and call women puts and
that's cool.
Things like that.
I mean, do something like that today, man. You'll piss so many people off. They'll all be watching and crying about it. Okay, so Leon Slater and Laredo Kid versus JDC and Moose. Again, stealing from Thompson. This is a random tag team match to justify giving Moose a random turning point opponent without putting any thought into it or being bothered with his storyline. maybe that's a bit harsh, but I agree, and I just think it's I don't know. I guess I'm happy with this because I had no expectations about the show at all. I know how it works with WrestleCade, and I just knew.
Yeah.
They mentioned the second they announced the match for, I think, the next month's show or something. They started promoting it way too early. Whatever. It's just next month.
I don't think nothing.
We're coming up on what really, really matters is Genesis and that one live show. That's where we're going to see everything. You know what I mean? They're going to put everyone. They're going to throw everything at that live show.
I don't know. My fondest memory of the WrestleCade experience was the year when Josh took it on the road. Remember, with him and what was his name, Sanjay Dutt, and they were kind of carrying this power pack around, and they were
the Twitch stuff.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I mean, you couldn't ask for better coverage. Honestly, I don't know.
Was TNA versus Lucha at the first at a WrestleCade event? I think it might have been.
Yeah, I want to say it likely was because I think it stemmed off the
that
event.
Was fantastic.
when they kind of pulled the plug on the show. Remember?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot
Now
of
it's
the
like now
Lucha
MLW kind of
Underground.
has it. Nobody cares about MLW, so it's basically dead. Okay, so yeah, Moose and Laredo Kid lost in this 5-minute match. I thought it was fun. Again, I love big dudes. You know what I mean? Throwing around little dudes. That's what this was. Like Laredo Kid, JDC and Moose tossing around Laredo Kid and Slater. Like those are my favorite kind of matches. Like it makes the little dudes look better. So much better, I think. Slater got the pin. How about that? I mean, I just said they weren't pushing him, but he got the pin.
Oh yeah.
Sure, it's JDC and not Moose, but he got the pin. So good for Slater. Also, great question here. Why not? Why doesn't Slater get the match? He got the pin.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like sometimes
They just don't think it out. Or again, I think it's just Turning Point. Like people are on vacation and whatever, and they're just mailing it in for the rest of the year, which is cool. I'm doing the same thing with my website. Nothing is happening until January.
They do
People go
keep
on
playing.
vacation. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you've caught it though. Week to week, they kind of keep playing it up. That I wouldn't be surprised to see him put the belt on Leon Slater before, before the age. I don't like it. I think they said that Amazing Red was the youngest X Division champion. I kind of feel like they're going to pull the plug on it and have him become the new X Division champion at some point before Amazing Red's record.
Yep. So yeah, I enjoyed that. And then post match, JDC attacks Slater, chokes him out. Moose destroys. What the hell's his name? The other dude in the match, Laredo. And then that was it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Laredo Kid came back with a steel chair and the system retreats. But yeah, they pretty much dominated there.
Yeah.
Well, no, they lost. I'm sorry, they lost the match. But then they beat the shit out of them. So like
a good amount of
offense. They never make them look bad ever. Like they never make them. Even if they lose, they get to kick their ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Awesomely booked group. Joe Hendry talks, and I'll be honest, man, I'm getting to the point like I don't know. I don't care, even though the crowd still fucking loves this guy.
Yeah, it's definitely ball dropped or not.
It's like piss or get off the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely.
I feel like he's doing the same promos for like 6 months, and like Thompson says, he remains as popular as ever. It's kind of crazy, but
yeah,
like I don't know. I don't know what you do with this guy. He's in a turkey bowl. I mean, like it's. Hendry addressed a turkey bowl match. This is good. Hendry addressed a turkey bowl match, which got no reaction.
Yeah.
So why would he be in that match? Like it's just I don't know. Again, but whatever. I can't complain. That's why I didn't want to talk about the show too much because it's like whatever. Savannah Evans beat Brittany Jade. Very nice. That's what Savannah should be doing. Nemeth gave a quick promo. Thompson pointed out he's really good at these quick promos, and he is. It's one of those things I didn't really think about, but yeah. They announced a 2 out of 3 falls match for Masha versus Jordan. That could be amazing.
No, stop.
And the final match was Jake Something, Hammerstone, and our boy Trent Seven against the Hardys and Austin, and Stone Cold Ace Austin. And guess who won this one? Trent Seven.
I was very
Austin.
I don't know. I was kind of surprised.
He did just turn heel.
The past bookings. No, it seemed like anybody that ever teamed with him, they would be the opposite.
I was gonna say I can't knock everything about this guy. Like I'm knocking him when they push him one way. I'm knocking him when they push him another way. So yeah, I can't be a total baby. I can't be a total baby about this. I mean, they're pushing the guy. Like I can't. He took out. Jesus, what's his name? Who did he take out? Speedball. Like he took out Speed. He's the guy who took out Speedball. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely. Especially
really fast. Really fast. My review of AEW is at All Distractions. The title is No Omega or Excitement. AEW Full Gear Thoughts. And then I realized I totally effed up. It should have been No Alpha, Omega, or Excitement because Jericho also wasn't there.
Oh, wow.
But you live and learn. Yeah, I mean, how do you not have Jericho at your fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what he's doing. He's a Ring of Honor champion right now.
Like, it just seems like they feel they have such a stout roster. Like people don't have to make appearances. And I don't know. It's just really
Well,
late.
they're learning that ain't the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're ready for Turning Point. Wait, hang on. Was there anything else on that show? So Seven Hammerstone got the win. Brawl continued after the match. Yeah, I thought that was odd. The fans were chanting for tables when the heels were still in control. I was like, what the hell? You want the Hardys to go through the table, you dicks?
Yeah, what is this? What is this, a 2,300 arena?
But also Ace Austin had the Hardy makeup on, and Matt had Jeff's makeup on, a little on top. And, like, I love this so much. Like, Ace talked about,
Yeah.
this is sick. I get to team with, you know what I mean? I get to team with these guys and wear their face paint. Like, I grew up watching these guys.
The face paint too. So.
And remember WWE? Remember what WWE did with them? Brought them back. Hey, look who it is. Had them job.
But I will say, very classy of TNA to still keep mentioning Chris Bay every chance they get on the show. You know.
Yep, good point. Like every day, they're pretty much like, hey, don't forget about his GoFundMe, and here's another thing for his GoFundMe, or like here's another edition that I'm selling for Chris.
Yeah,
you got to keep up. I mean, it's everywhere. You got to keep up with the talent. Okay. At least there weren't 3 women's matches this week, but none of them were lengthy. They have to be more consistent. You can't have 0 women's matches, 1 each. And then remember, they're still employed and stack the card. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Very unbalanced. Like 1 week we could have 3 women's matches, and then like you're lucky if you have any. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just do Turning Point now. How much time are we at?
And
41.
And thus far, there's only 7 matches to date, so I don't know if they're
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
pre-shows.
Okay, good. I thought I missed one.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think these are just shorter. I think it's like a 2-hour show. I think these are shorter shows.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think there's a pre-show on WrestleCade because there's all different shows. You know what I mean? It's like,
okay. Well,
it goes from one show to the other, but we'll see. Whatever. Nick Nemeth, Eddie Edwards. I mean, there's no fucking chance Eddie's winning.
No,
0% chance. And I love Eddie. But I mean, this is sometimes you gotta have people lose in the main event spot, and Eddie's a good guy, and whatever, give him a match. He'll put in he always puts on good matches. I'm sure this will be great. Masha versus Jordan, 2 out of 3. I think Masha has to win because we think Jordan's leaving, right?
Oh yeah, safe to say that'd be my no-brainer pick.
You think any BS or anything, a run-in or something like?
I don't know. I think the opportunity was for a run-in, like to make it a pivotal run-in. Kind of came and went after Bound for Glory because we were kind of hoping for Tessa.
Yeah, again, I agree. Yeah, we're not going to get somebody crazy at Turning Point.
No.
Seriously, if you're thinking about like, hey, when's this awesome next thing going to happen? January. That's when it's going to happen. I mean, maybe something next month. Maybe Turning Point will have some cool shit. I'm not saying it's going to be bad, but like, nobody huge comes. There's not going to be a huge return or a huge debut until January.
Yeah.
It would be stupid to. It would be like putting Kenny Omega on Dynamite instead of Full Gear for the first time. That's your fact.
Yeah.
Shit. So if you missed it, Kenny Omega didn't even show up for fucking Full Gear. He's like, fuck that. I want to hang out in I want to hang out in Japan still, where everyone loves me, not that shit show. Okay, 6-man tag: Hardy's, Ace Austin versus Rascals and Kushida. Again, I feel like that's an easy one. This is also taking place, I believe, in North Carolina, WrestleCade.
Let's see. Yeah, it said Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and the Benton Convention.
Yeah, I don't think the Hardys are losing at Hardyville.
They're
also having their own show. They're having a Hardy show, like where they're like a podcast and Jeff plays music and shit. So, like they might even promote that. Okay, here's the tough one: Santana Kazarian.
Yeah, they both kind of need that win to stay relevant.
This is the kind of match that AEW fills their cards with, and I hate them. But like, one is fine. You know what I mean? You can't have. That's what AEW does. They fill a card with 2 guys who both need to win the match. And like, this is the only time where I feel like this is at this shit. But TNA is so much smarter. So I'm gonna say DQ.
Oh yeah, probably.
Or Santana kind of just. Or Kazarian just like lays down and he's like, you know what I mean? After getting beat up, he's like, whatever, man. I still got my trophy. Like, that would be funny. Turkey Bowl match. I guess we're picking who's losing, right? Is there a winner? Does the winner get anything? I don't think so.
Sorry about that, Jay.
Is there a winner for the Turkey Bowl match? I mean, like, does the winner get anything? No, right? It's all about
whoever gets pinned or submitted.
Okay, so it's all about the loser. Yeah. Okay, I'm going with Skyler, but I don't know. I think that's an obvious, boring choice and not like Eric Young. Like Myers would probably be funnier.
Yeah, yeah, I could see it either being a Myers or John Schuyler. Although I don't know if there's any coincidence to this, Jay. I'm currently looking at the card for Turning Point, and John Schuyler is the only one that's not highlighted. So I don't know if
I
that.
was gonna say, is John Styler already wearing the turkey suit?
So it almost hurt.
That would be funny. And
If
then, okay, I mean,
you know, here watch or listen to this tonight, John Schuyler not being highlighted kind of is a spoiler.
Could be a spoiler. Yeah. I'll tell you what, PCO ain't putting that chicken suit on.
No, definitely not.
I thought it would be funny at first, but then I'm like, nah, that kind of ruins. Like, you can't put it on PCO or Hammerstone. It ruins the character. Hendry maybe can pull it off. Eric Young, maybe if he wasn't in this weird thing with Macklin, but like, I don't know if that's a dream Eric Young or whatever. Macklin versus Josh, no DQ. What do you think? Because I feel like this is the shot. This is Macklin's must win.
I mean, I don't think Hendry's gonna wear the turkey suit, but I mean, if anybody could pull it off and make it look, you know, just because he writes all those, and
it could become like more of like a thing for him. You know what I mean? Like, he gets more pissed off. Like, I'm wearing I should be world champion. I'm wearing maybe he turns heel. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
You think there's any chance Josh wins? I'm thinking the only chance he does win is if they want to drag this out to something like Genesis and put them in a cage.
Because I mean, it's like a wrestle cage, you're gonna want the victor, or in this case the loser, to kind of have that crowd behind them a little bit, because
like sell it for a while and
yeah.
Okay, so Macklin, Josh. I mean, I'm thinking. My first thought was definitely Macklin, but I could see Josh win another one if they want to drag this to Genesis. If Josh is still going to be around, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick Macklin. I think,
Yeah, but I mean, we're also at the point where I think Macklin loses again. It's like people are going to be like, all right, fuck Macklin.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. And that's
he has to win after that whole wake-up call. So, yeah, forget it. I'm back to Macklin. Okay. That's it. All right, for that.
Yeah, well, the Moose and Laredo Kid, I don't know if you mentioned.
Sorry, Moose and Laredo Kid. Love you, Laredo, but that shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
What I would like to talk about fast is, do you think there's going to be a scenario? I mean, listen, we're getting to January. They're going to do something cool. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Moose can cash in and Kazarian can cash in.
Oh,
do you?
Yeah.
Do you think we could see like a double cash in? Have they ever done that where someone cashes in the one and then the other? I don't think TNA's ever done that.
I do think TNA needs a transitional unexpected champion too, kind of like a Kazarian. Somebody that
totally,
the fucking.
I'm thinking like Moose plays it out perfectly, and then Kazarian fucks Moose. You know what I mean? Moose waits for his perfect spot, and then Kazarian just pops out and.
Because I mean, we know Moose.
I agree. I mean, we love Moose. Moose can always be champion, but I think Kazarian deserves a title run. He got the thing. He left AEW on his own. Like, you have to remember stuff like that.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, with it, he hasn't held the title yet either. So.
Yeah, I mean, Team Billy did anything his first few months he was around. I was like, damn, this is a letdown. But I guess they had a plan because he is cooking right now, man.
It'd be a very nice swerve, just because we've been having a lot of face champions and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think that's all we got this week.
Yeah,
I don't have some food, which I haven't had all day, and I'm probably gonna pass out soon. Under 50 minutes. Good job by us. All right. We'll see you all after Turning Point. Also, check into all distractions. We're going to have a Turning Point preview written coming at some point later in the week. Check that out. It's going to be fantastically written because it's not done by me. I'm more of a talker. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Macklin. I got a retweet from Macklin. I should have led with that. God damn it. Super cool. Got a retweet from Macklin on my. I wrote an article about it because I was so impressed by it and loving the whole Marines and all that. So thank you, Macklin. Thank you, everyone out there. Thank you, MVP. Thank you, Lashley, for making my month or year, whatever. And screw you to people we're not going to name right now. That's all I'll say about that. That was from Gary through me. Okay. Have a good week, people.